For you, it was not an option to work just primarily at home.
No.
Whatever.
I don't want to have that in my house.
No.
No.
So
I don't want to have anything like that in my house. And I enjoy working the way we do work, but it is not feasible. It's not. It's even with several thousand supporters giving us the money to make the record, and the money from a record company. Well, no, with several thousand supporters giving us the money to do a record like that, and we are releasing the record ourselves, we might be writing black figures in the end, if this is doing well. If it's not doing that, then there is no economical means for Neubauten to continue. Then we simply can't continue. Then we are just too much of an anachronism and we can't do it anymore.
Oh, but it's not merely, I think, about the economics of the band, I think. Right? Or is it for you, it is?
Don't be less of a Marxist than what you should be.
No, but sometimes if you believe in something, then...
Yeah, but believing in something doesn't pay it. Believing in something does pay that far that we have actually supporters that give us the money and believing that we will make a great record. That's as far as we can go.
Okay. There is one song I think is, well, I like really good, is the song Nagorno-Karabakh.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, how come specifically you wrote this song, I mean this lyric?
There's a, I think it started out. I had that particular cadence, and I don't just have 3 different houses that I live in. I also have 3 different pianos, and because they're the good thing for me. I had never learned playing piano, but it is the way that I choose to communicate, and I've found by accident this particular cadence, and I always was fascinated by the feeling when you say the word Nagorno-Karabakh. It is just such a wonderful word, how it pearls off the tongue. Nagorno-Karabakh. It's just a nice thing to say. So these 2 things matched, they went together, and from there on went into a parallel development. You know, this actually recording on the record is actually live, which you wouldn't be able to tell because the audience is so disciplined that you don't hear them. And by then, when we recorded it back then, it had no other lyrics but the word Nagorno-Karabakh. And it condensed, it crystallized later. And with the crystallization, it became. I, of course, don't mean Nagorno-Karabakh as being the Armenian exclave within Azerbaijan. So Armenia has a special point in the Neubauten history as the most. If you ask any Neubauten fan or if you would ask for the Neubauten fans for the best song we ever did, then it's always Armenia. So Armenia, I love Armenian music. It plays a special thing and has a special spot in our heart. But I, of course, talk about the Armenia of my mind, rather. And maybe the fact that I don't live in Berlin anymore, and that I, for the first time in my life, has an outside view on Western world and on Berlin and Europe, etc., plays a particular role in this like enclave playing of the mind.
So for you it's merely, let's say, some sort of metaphor?
It is, of course, it's a metaphor. I'm definitely doing. If I don't want to explain songs, but if I want to say something that it definitely isn't. It's definitely not about Nagorno-Karabakh because I've never been there.
Okay, because
I don't know any. I looked up. I googled the pictures. I looked at it a bit so that I knew a little bit of inspiration. But no, it's not about Nagorno-Karabakh. No.
Okay, then when did you decide on the album title, Alles Wieder Offen?
Also, you take a track from the album and make it the album title, but the Alles Wieder Offen was representing the Neubauten situation there in a way. saying this is the first album we make ourselves, and we will see what the outcome is. And so it's all open again. You know, it's another gamble.
A gamble to see what
Either
music-wise.
rien ne va plus, or it goes on red, or it goes on black.